Hey, how you doing? It's Clayton Tierney from the First Home Buyer Club, and I'm here with my senior property coaches, Ben Lee and Clint Robinson. How you doing, boys?
Good.
Perfect. So today what we want to talk about is the Home Builder Boost, what you need to do before it, and more importantly, what you need to do afterwards to make sure you get the $25,000 of free money from the government. Because let's be honest, any free money is great money, right? So today, what I'm going to talk about briefly, because before I pass it on to Clint, is clear up a few of the myths going on about the home builder, and also about one client that nearly lost the $25,000 with using their own mortgage broker, and how we're able to get around it. So the first thing, and I want to stress this, and you know the basics, I'll talk over it. You have to be an Australian citizen. You have to be over 18 years of age. You have to be a person, so it can't be a trust, it can't be a company, and your income for a single has to be under $125,000 or under $200,000 for a couple. Now, here's a loophole, and I don't want to say loophole like we're doing something wrong, but here's a loophole with the actual income levels. If you earn over $125,000, yet combined with your partner, you're under $200,000, you'll still qualify based on the rules. The only thing you need to make sure that happens is that when you actually do this, that you don't just buy in one person's name. Because if you buy in your name and forget to put your wife on the title, you'll risk losing the $25,000 home builder boost, because in their eyes, it's just one person buying it. So, all right, Clint, I'm going to pass over to you for a minute. I'm going to get you to talk a little bit more about what they need to understand with the home builder and things that you're starting to see in the market at the moment.
Awesome. Thanks, Clay. So, yeah, just a bit of the misconceptions around the timeframes to do with the builder boost. So as it stands, what everyone's sort of saying, or they're panicking and, you know, trying to say things like they need to have the house started to be built before the end of the year and all these different types of things. In reality, all you need to have done is have a contract dated, a build contract dated and signed before the end of the year. You also need to submit the application before the end of the year. Okay, it doesn't need to have started construction, land registration, all the sort of stuff that people are worried about. Those are the two fundamentals. The second part of that is that as long as your contract is in date, you need to start the construction within 3 months of that build contract date. So technically, if the land only registered in January, you would still have enough time to get on site within that period, and you would still get the builder boost. So a lot of people are panicking, making poor decisions, and jumping the gun when they don't need to. All they need to do is pick up the phone, speak to us, get a bit of information. We can guide them through that process.
Now, that brings up a good point, Clint. I'm going to jump on and elaborate on that one a little bit more. You said if the land doesn't register to January, you're still within the time frame. Now, what have we done with another client that land didn't register straight away in order to maximize the 3 months?
Perfect. So what we do is we sort of, as soon as you go unconditional on the land contract, we, acting as that billing arm, will jump on everything really quickly for you. So we get the soil test, the survey plan, the working drawings all done. So other builders might take 3-4 weeks to do that, where we've done that as we get to sell, we're ready to go, get on site. So there's no delays there. There's even the option that the government's just announced, Clay, that if the council for some reason delays, you can actually extend that. And I think Ben's going to touch on that process.
And that's that's the same with the builder. There's big issues. But the point that I wanted to talk about more importantly is, let's say that you've got a block of land that you've fallen in love with, and that doesn't register in January, and you're in a pickle right now because you're like, man, I want this block now. I don't want to lose out on the 25. What we've done with other clients is we've signed the land contract to secure that, and we've done everything we need for the build contract and got it ready for that final signature and date, and we sit on it. And we'll sit on it all the way to December 31 before we sign and date it with the builder. So you ensure that when you're actually starting from day one, it's the 1st of Jan, and it's not today's date, which is what, November the 16th or 18th or whatever it is. So that's one way we'll extend it out if we've got clients that have found the perfect block and unfortunately the land's not registered now. Now, Ben, tell us a little bit more about what they need to do to get prepared and what they actually need to submit.
Right, so there's a lot of stuff, and I've got a list here because it's quite long and quite in depth. So I'm going to read off this a little bit because there's so much information. Now, if you're already building with us, don't worry, we've got you covered. However, if you're not constructing a home with us, make sure you've got a pen and paper to write this stuff down because there is a lot of information. So here we go. So there's 11 things in total that you need to have. So number one is you need to have a comprehensive building contract, and that needs to be dated like the boy said. So you need a copy of your Australian Taxation Office notice. There's a key thing here is you need to black out your tax file number when you do put that application through as well. You need a copy of your Australian birth certificate or Australian passport or your Australian certificate as well. You also need a copy of your photo ID or passport as well. You also need a copy of your marriage certificates as well. You need a copy of the valuation or the market appraisal of the land. You need a copy and the title search of the registration and confirmation of that land as well. You need an evidence from the building certifier to make sure that that's all up to standard. You need a copy and a receipt of the building, the building contract. And then you also need a statement confirming reasons for delays, if there are any delays. And so we can cover that off. Clayton will cover a little bit off on that. So a lot of stuff there, guys, and a lot of detail inside of that. If you're with us, like I mentioned before, we've got you guys covered. If you do need some help and you haven't started, you know where to reach out.
It was funny because Ben said there's a little bit of information you need to get prepared for this. And I was like, okay, maybe 3, 4, 5 points. I think I aged 2 years just listening to him there. But don't stress. And what Ben didn't say then, which he meant as well, is even if you're not working with us right now, but want to take advantages and do want to work with us, we're still got your back, right? We're going to be with you every step of the way to make sure it runs smoothly and on time, because at the end of the day, free money is good money. And with 43 days remaining in the Home Builder Boost, and with the opportunity with some banks, you can take advantage of this towards your deposit, now is the perfect time to get into a home. You may have seen my Facebook Live yesterday in regards to making extra payments on a mortgage, and it's some simple math. This 40K could knock off like 5 years in your mortgage without even doing anything. It's a great opportunity. If you're wanting to chat to the team, we're going to put our details below in the comments, and it's probably already in the top. And let's start working together and take advantage of this $40,000 in free money.
I just got one quick thing to add, Clayton. I just thought about it because it just happened this week. I just got the email. So one of my new clients, they had a bad credit rating. So we had a 3-day turnaround to be able to get their credit file fixed. So now they can actually apply for the 25. So because of their credit file, they tried to apply sort of 3-4 months ago, got denied. But they spoke to us because they were a referral from a friend. They spoke about a quick turnaround time with repairing credit. And so, guys, if you've been denied sort of a home loan application before because of credit, reach out to us, because there's still that opportunity for us to fix that and get this done inside of that time frame. So,
really good point, Ben. And that's one other thing that we forget. Our processes are so refined and done correctly that ahead of time we know exactly what you should be doing to get that approval in place, because we've got expert mortgage brokers behind us, so they're giving us all the amazing information. And then we're helping you get prepared with their help, and obviously they're doing the heavy lifting. I promise, so we're not doing it, but they're doing all the work to get there. And Ben's team has had a few clients this week, not just that one, that have all had defaults removed quite quickly. The 2-day one was the most impressive. And here's the thing, especially at the start of the year with COVID, people start to panic. We put payments on hold. We're now in that process. We're helping clients fix that up through the help of this specialized company, in order to make sure that if you miss a payment or suddenly default when it wasn't your fault, move house and they lost the details of your new address, then you shouldn't get punished for an admin issue from someone else.
I had 2 other clients as well. Clay just got approved this week. So it is real, guys. It can be done. Don't feel like you can't achieve this goal. Reach out, ask us the questions, and we'll try and help you get there.
Perfect. All right, guys, have a good day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.